They can't keep strangleholding us or trying to force us into submission every time we disagree with something and dangling these things over our heads. So, we'll take matters into our own hands at the end of the day.
The Mohawk Council of Kahnawà is condemning federal budget cuts that could slash 15% of Indigenous Services Canada's budget over the next 3 years, calling it racialized austerity. At a press conference in Kahnawà, south of Montreal, Tuesday, Grand Chief Cody Diabo says the community is exploring retaliatory measures, including implementing tolls on highways that run through the territory.
All we wish to do is have dialogue, but at the end of the day, we're resorting to doing different measures like this.
The Liberal government plans to cut $25 billion from the federal budget. Federal ministers have been asked to achieve savings of 7.5% by next spring. Departments impacted include veteran affairs and research communities. Senior economist with the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, David McDonald, says Indigenous Services Canada could expect an annual cut of $4.5 billion by 2028.
Clearly, there would be negative repercussions. If you're taking this type of cut, $4.5 billion in transfers to First Nations governments, this is going to impact things like policing services, healthcare, education, basic public services. And this would be in addition to the fact that these services were never adequately funded in the first place.
Indigenous Services Canada told City News that on July 7th, federal departments were asked to bring forward savings proposals targeting the day-to-day running of government by targeting programs and activities that are underperforming or not core to the federal mandate. In a statement to City News, they state, as Indigenous Services Canada undertakes this comprehensive expenditure review, effective delivery of core services to Indigenous partners will be central to our analysis. The department's work is and will continue to be grounded in meaningful partnerships with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people to create a more prosperous future for all. Savings proposals are still being developed and no decisions have been made. The Mohawk Council of Kahnawà is calling on the Liberal government to reverse the budget cuts, which it says could compromise health, education, and infrastructural programs, among other things. Grand Chief Diabo says tolls on major highways, where he estimates about 120,000 vehicles travel daily, could help offset the impact of the budget cuts on the Mohawk community south of Montreal.
I wanted to be clear that, this isn't something against the general population at the end of the day. However, your government has failed you and is failing the relationship with us. For the last couple hundred years, we've seen just the systemic breakdown of us trying to erase us. And that's something that Kahnawà will not be. We will not be erased.
In Kahnawà, Tehosterihens Deer, City News.